It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Wizards in Washington. Well, for Washington, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. And tonight we're going to see Isaiah Thomas, one of only a handful of players his size to make multiple all-star appearances. Kenny, among players under 6 feet in height, is he the best ever?
Oh, I don't know if he's the best ever.
That's the question I asked you, though.
Because you think about Tiny Archibald. Think about Tiny Archibald.
Yeah.
Led the league in scoring and assists in the same year. Think about Calvin Murphy. Great rocket. You know, part of his production, but I think longevity-wise, we'd have to see over a longer term.
You know what happened once when I was a teenager?
What's
I went to a game in Atlanta when Tiny was playing, and they let people in free if they were under Tiny's height.
Oh,
and they had one of those things right there so you could measure yourself.
Oh, that would be cool.
But I was a little too tall.
You were too tall, so you had to pay double.
I had to pay, yeah. But I remember being there. Shaq, do you have any entertaining stories about small people?
No, I do not. Anyway, he's one of the guys who inspires others. You know, it's really amazing to watch his growth from a role player to star.
Oh, I thought you meant his growth as from a little guy to a very little guy.
No, he's still short.
Okay.
But that's nothing against short people.
Nothing at all.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
On the road looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Chicago Bulls are ready for this thing to get started. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the 4th member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. They're just off a road trip, and the Wizards are looking to settle back here at home. They like their chances, but this could be a tough game for them. Facing up against a talented roster, they'll have to show that they're the better team.
Kevin, I'll tell you what, they've actually been terrific on their home court, and they're starting another homestand here today.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, John Wall was the #1 overall pick in 2010, but he still thinks he's got a lot left to prove. Now, a bone spur in his knee held him back for several years. He's gotten the surgery now, and he says, some people get their success early. Some get theirs late. I feel like my time is just beginning. Kevin?
Certainly one to watch, David. Thanks. We're about halfway through the season, Smitty. At this point, how much can teams really improve?
I think if you have younger guys, you start to see those guys develop. Then also, if you have a lot of new guys, you see the chemistry start to form. And then a lot of times you can improve when you have guys coming back from injuries. A lot goes into a season. It's a roller coaster kind of effect, but it's good when you start to see teams put it together at the halfway point.
All about managing time, managing games, and injuries.
You're so true.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Levine passes to Carter. Levine, the bounce pass. Dunn outside. 4 on the shot clock. Carter, that's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Carter's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Chicago. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That is his first foul of the game.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Markkanen kicks to Dunn. Here's Carter. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Now here's Wall. 23 points for him the last game against Detroit.
And you know, another way he impacted the game was forcing turnovers. Really disrupted the offensive flow.
And it's in there.
And you see the coach saying, no, no, no. Then yes, yes, yes.
To the wing on the left. Carter against Mahinmi. The kick out to Porter. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Miles with the rebound. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Timberwolves. Wall's shot is good. Wall's got his first points of the night.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
Now, here's Dunn. He had 13 points in the win against Minnesota.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
Stolen by Levine. Wall against Dunn. Now the feed to Carter. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Outside Levine. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Carter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Carter's got 6.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Down against Wall. Now the pass to Miles. Got it. Good job in the low post. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Levine. And he uses the glass on the layup. Levine's got his first points of the game.
Right there, the burst of Zach LaVine. Once he gets a step on you, it's hard to catch up.
Wagner passes to Wall. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Passes it to Carter. On the wing, Levine. Outside, Porter. And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Thomas checked in for Washington. Young's checked in for the Bulls. Now here's Porter. His last outing, he had 18 points. And then Carter with the jam.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
One thing the Bulls did a great job of last year, Steve, moving the basketball.
They also had pace and space. They ran at every opportunity. The guys were very unselfish. Despite all the losses, the Bulls were a fun team to watch.
Washington making some changes. Ryan is checked in for Mahinmi. And Davis Bertan subbed in for Wagner. Felicio's checked in for the Bulls. Satoransky comes in for Chris Dunn. And the basket by Thomas.
The defense disrespecting his range. He goes ahead and buries it.
Knocked loose. And here we go. Washington fast break. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Zach LaVine. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Getting around 24 points per, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Here's Satoransky after the basket by Washington. To the inside, Beal with the steal. And it's Wall in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bulls trail by 3. Valentine with it. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Levine wide open. The offensive rebound. Now Satoransky. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Young. Here's Felicio. And at last they get one to fall.
Second chance opportunities. The great equalizer.
And Wall kicks to Thomas. Inside. Here's Bertanis. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Berton's got his first bucket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Thomas is running.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Now, here's Satoransky. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. Valentine passes to Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Washington leading now by 3. And here's Wall. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Thomas finds Wall. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Jordan McRae, he's checked in for Washington. Smith comes in for Isaiah Thomas. And that one falls for Wall. We've got plenty of great ball handlers in this game, but when you talk about the best of the best, Steve, who comes to mind? Great ball handlers in the league right now.
I think Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, James Harden, Chris Paul, Kemba Walker. Those are some of the names that stand out for me, and those are kind of the guards. But for me, now you're starting to see the Giannis Antetokounmpo, the guys at that size, Kevin Durant being able to handle the basketball. So those names are the kind of the names that stick out for me.
And Washington has possession. The Bulls getting the bucket. Down low. Here's McRae. Rebound by the Bulls. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Looking forward to seeing these two franchises square off in what should be a thrilling first game.
Here's Wall after the Bulls pick up 2. To the middle. Here's McRae. And again, Washington no good. And that's a foul called on Jordan McRae. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 2. Blakeney kicks to Young. Here's Blakeney. Covered by Wall. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
The Bulls shooting their first foul shot of the night.
One shot behind the lanes.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Pass to Blakeney. Rebound by the Wizards. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a problem anytime, but especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort.
The Wizards have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off.
You know, the way he plays the game, he's always in attack. This is the one area I think he definitely has to improve on in his career. Ish Smith is knocking down free throws.
Thomas checked in for John Wall. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
Washington trailing. Here's Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Thomas. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Taking what the defense offers up, Smith with good vision there finds the open man.
And Satoransky kicks to Valentine. And that's a foul called on Jordan McRae. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Great college pedigree for Denzel Valentine. 4 years at Michigan State University, my alma mater. A hometown kid from Lansing. His father was a Spartan, and Denzel honored to wear his father's number, 45.
That one misses. And Valentine recognized as the National Player of the Year his senior season.
You know, a lot of times seniors will slip in the draft. Valentine too highly decorated to ignore. A lottery pick in 2016. One of those players who makes others better.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And for Isaiah Thomas going into free agency, what he thought might be a big payday opportunity was, Greg, anything but that.
A few years ago, he was talking about backing up the Brinks truck and had to take a deal to prove he can still play. It has had a tumultuous past few years, but this deal could work out for the team if he can get back to form.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Steve, now that you've had a little time away from the game as a player, what are some of the things you notice now that maybe you didn't notice when you were playing before?
Well, I think right now the emphasis on nutrition. Kevin, I did not take that serious. I thought I could eat whatever I wanted to. And I think also right now I look and love what is going on technology-wise as far as guys being able to use technology to help their game and to enhance their game.
And it's been a tough past season and a half for Isaiah Thomas. Traded from Boston to Cleveland and then once again traded to the Lakers. Rare to see a guy get traded twice in a season following an MVP caliber performance like he had back in 2017. And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
Here's McRae. On the wing, Bryant. Clock at 6. Fires from 18. The shot is good by McRae. McRae has got his first basket of the night. And it takes a certain team for Thomas to fit in with well. Wasn't the case, though, with the Cavs.
Yeah, Thomas is a point guard, not a pass guard. He's a guy that's going to look to score more than anything else. And it didn't quite work with the Cavs, but You put him in an up-tempo offense, that young man can flourish. Still young enough and is with a team more suited, I think, for his skills now. I bet he has a big bounce-back year.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Thomas. Washington making some changes. Mahimi comes in for Bryant. And it's Wagner in for Bertans. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Porter's checked in. And both free throws good for Thomas.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
And it's Dunn penetrating. And he uses the glass on the layup. Dunn's got his first 2 points.
One of the stronger point guards we have, Chris Dunn, often does his best work in the paint.
Thomas against Dunn. Thomas dishes to Mahimi. Stolen by Markkanen. Stolen away. And here's the fast break. The three from Thomas. The shot comes out, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Blakeney. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got assist number 5 here tonight. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Now here is Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. From beyond the arc. Wagner can't hit. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control. And they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Yeah, terrific discipline. Searching for the best possible shots. That's how you achieve great results on the offensive end.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Bulls lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. Some big goals for John Wall, looking to become the best he can be.
Just keep getting better defensively. I want to be all defensive first team. I definitely want to be in MVP conversations. I want to get this team to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I mean, it all starts where you have to win. You got to be the leader to compete every night. And you know, some nights when you take those nights off, MVPs don't take nights off.
And GA, that's exactly what you want to hear from your leader.
And if he stays healthy, Wall has the talent to put himself in that MVP conversation. He's that kind of player.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Yeah, I mean, so many of their points coming in the paint that they're running the offense all the way through.
And you know their coach likes it. Working for high percentage looks and converting them.
Wagner out there with Mahimi. Then it's Smith. Then it's Thomas. And it's Miles in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Now, here's Dunn. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go.
From distance, Markkanen with the picture-perfect mechanics and the height to almost always get a clean look.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Carter pulls it in.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
The baseline jam, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Thomas passes to Miles. Now Smith. To the left side wing. Tipped away. Here's Porter. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Wizards trail by 8. Smith drives in. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Quick first step. Smith blazing a trail on the drive. He's a tough guy to contain.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader. Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. And Washington making a change here. Beal's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Levine's checked in. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Saturday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Wednesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town.
And for that Thunder game, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Here's Dunn. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Carter kicks to Markkanen. On the wing, Levine. 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Rebound, Washington. Here's Miles. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Chicago leading by 4. Bean passes to Carter. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. For 3, Levine, count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
Tough to challenge Levine out there. Big lift on his shot, and you must close out quicker on him.
Thomas passes to Wagner. It's Beal on the wing. Carter with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Levine with the ball. Markkanen, good.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. Young's checked in for Markkanen. Here's Wagner, defended by Young. Wagner passes to Thomas. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Young finds Levine. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
2 shots, foul, elbow, 2.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018. A top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Beal. The Bulls making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in. And both free throws good for Beal. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. Now, here is Young. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Carter outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Satoransky. Jacks up a 3. No good on that one. And it's Washington the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Wagner passes to Miles. It's good. Miles has got 4 points now in the quarter.
It was clear that the defender wanted no part of that play after he exploded towards the bucket.
Satoransky against Thomas. On the wing, Levine. 26 points for him last game against Minnesota. Thomas against Satoransky. Carter. Washington with the rebound.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
Wagner passes to Thomas. Young with the steal. The pass to Satoransky. Levine against Beal. Levine kicks to Satoransky. He feeds it to Young. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Beal. Passes it to Wagner. Over Carter. Second shot opportunity. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Wagner.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Thomas against Satoransky. Outside, Levine. Back to Satoransky. Young outside. They could use a bucket. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. So timeout called here. The first for Washington. Steve, obviously schemes evolve on both sides of the ball. Talk about some of the biggest changes that you have seen defensively since you were playing.
I think the one, Kevin, that sticks out right now, so many teams now are comfortable and are able to switch 1 through 5. You kind of switch 1 and 2s and 4 and 5s. Now you see point guards are switching on centers. And then I think also defensively right now, you see a lot of teams right now influencing guys to drive the basketball to their opposite hands. Back when we played, we kind of just played a guy straight up and then let the defense rotate and you were in full rotation.
The Bulls leading by 3. Valentine wide open. He fires. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Denzel Valentine. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Outside, Beal launches a 3. And another miss by Washington. Chicago's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Satoransky. That one's rebounded by McRae. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the middle. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
That's tipped. Wall passes to McRae. It's tipped. Levine with it. He has 5. Pass to Satoransky, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And Greg, last season there were some signs that maybe some of his teammates didn't like playing with John Wall. Why would they say that?
You know, Wall sits almost every season in the top 3 in assists. Not a stat you associate with selfishness. Sometimes it's really about personalities.
I mean, thinking back to where Levine was drafted, 13th overall, raised some eyebrows, but it was all about upside.
Washington on D. It's a 5-point game. And again, no good by Chicago. Beal, the pass to Bertans. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Chicago called for the foul. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Chicago making a switch here. Blakeney's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. Now Valentine. He's got 6. Shot clock at 5. Poked away.
They've been doing a lot of things right in this game, but something they have to improve on is their ball security. He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Chicago's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Young outside. Pass to Levine. Puts it up. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Levine's got 8 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And Wall kicks to Beal. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Kick out to Levine. Here's Young, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Wall. Averaging 21 points per game, 8 assists, and just over 3 steals. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
He misses the free throw. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Wizards trail by 4. And Wall kicks to Bertans. Back to Wall. Back to Bertans. Wall against Levine. Wall, no luck. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Blakeney. 13 points in the game. Here's Levine. Count it from 12. Levine's got 10.
That's something Zach works on to round out his game. Consistency from the mid-range.
Wall looking for an opening. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. Of the 3, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And John Wall, such a multifaceted game, it almost feels wrong to call him a pure point guard. But that's what he is, isn't he? Just loves to set up his teammates.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And he can score at a high level, but That helps him as a playmaker. Guys thrive playing alongside him because he commands so much attention.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
Here's Felicio. He kicks it to Valentine. To the right side. The pass to Felicio. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Johnson. Wizards trail by 4. Here's McCray. And some very quick points for him on that possession. He's got 6.
You see he's feeling it now. Shot looks much more in sync this quarter.
To the paint. Cuts off the pass. And here we go. Johnson, a wide open look. And it's all evened up. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's where Wesley Johnson can excel. 6'7" and athletic. He can fly up and down the court.
Here's Blakeney, covered by Wall. Offensive rebound. Felicio, the pass to Blakeney. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this lead.
Smith kicks to Bertans. Back to Smith. Poked loose. Here's Blakeney, covered by Wall. Passes it to Markkanen. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Markkanen's got 8.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Pass to McCray. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Doesn't go for him. And the Bulls going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Blakeney. And here we go again. Wizards in transition. Up the court they go.
And that's 6 straight for them on fast breaks.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 3-point lead. Felicio with the bucket.
Dropping dimes all night. He's been completely locked in.
Unselfish basketball. That'll make you very popular amongst your teammates.
Now here's Wall. He's got 9. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Johnson. Pocket 6. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Denzel Valentine.
The former number 2 overall pick, Wesley Johnson, bounced around for years, but has managed to turn a corner and become a productive player.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams changing it up here. And both free throws good for Johnson. 8 seconds left to play in the first half. 4 seconds left. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got his second basket of the game.
The pull-up jump shot. You can see this is where Chris Dunn's work ethic has improved this shot immensely.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls out front. They lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Bradley, good flow and good pace in the first half. Exactly the guys you want to play. What's going right?
Just open looks and being aggressive. We were able to get to the basket a few times. The guys are knocking down open shots when we had the opportunity to. I mean, the shots are actually falling tonight, so that's all it is.
They love to see it when your shots go in. Thanks, Bradley. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. Looking at the Bulls, Kenny, what do you think?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
The thing I like is their aggressive approach and getting to the line. You know, when things seem to stagnate on offense, it's sometimes a matter of forcing your will. This team can generate a lot of points and also dictate the pace of the game if they play with that aggressiveness.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Welcome back, folks. A lot to see in that shot from high above Washington, the Capitol, the Supreme Court, the Lincoln Memorial. That is one heck of a view. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward.
Zach LaVine, he has the mentality of a go-to scorer. He's got the confidence to take and make tough contested shots.
And Steve, Zach LaVine, no lack of confidence, great range on his shot. What's the next step, you think, in the maturation of his game?
Without question, it's at the defensive end. A slender built, but has the tools to be a quality defender. It's about focus and the desire to be a two-way player.
Free throw good, Levine. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Zach LaVine, a high riser. The 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Bradley Beal.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Dunn passes to Carter. Outside, Levine. Kicks to Porter. Five on the clock. Back to Levine. Puts one up from 19. Drained for 2 points. Levine's got 14. And from everything you hear, Levine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense. And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ball against Dunn. Here's Wagner. Doesn't go that time. And it's Chicago the other way. To the inside. Dunn misses.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
Wall passes to Wagner. Back to Wall. And the wide open shot from Miles. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. He's got 9.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc.
For 3, Levine at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Now here's Beal. 12 points for him. To the wing on the left. Wagner passes to Beal. Outside, Wall. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Porter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for John Wall. And now here's a quick peek at the best rookie free throw shooters over the course of the past month. Fourth, Wendell Carter.
He has been locked in at the line, taking complete advantage whenever he's got an opportunity to put points on the board.
Done against Thomas. Beal taking his time here. And here's Miles outside. Nailed from three-point land. Miles has got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Saransky's checked in for Chicago.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Wendell Carter. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instinct. You see teams trying to keep a body or 2 on him, but that's easier said than done.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He hits the second from the line. And here is Beal. He's got 12. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Young's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. On defense, the Bulls, 7-point differential. To the middle. Just his first attempt. Down low, Mahinmi drops it in.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Satoransky kicks to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
That's nice patience by Zach LaVine, finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
Now the pass to Mahinmi. Here's Wagner. From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
LaVine inside the three-point line. Again, Chicago.
And we've seen this before. Zach with the ability to put up points in bunches.
Thomas kicks to Beal. Passes it to Miles. Wizards passing it around. Wagner passes to Thomas. Outside for Beal. 6 on the shot clock. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 5 assists tonight.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
And it goes down 2 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Wizards trail by 9. Pass to Mahinmi. Beal gets a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Beal's got 17.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Satoransky. Carter down low. Guarded by Mahinmi. Misses the baby hook. Here's Miles. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him. Davis Bertans checks in for the Wizards. Smith comes in for C.J. Miles. And the Bulls making a change also. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Porter. Now here is Carter. 13 points in the game. Pass to Levine for 3. Rebound, Washington. Beal's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smith kicks to Beal. Over Valentine. Here's Mahimi. Over in the corner, Bertans. And again, Washington with the triple.
Well, this is where we're going in the NBA right now. Stretch bigs.
Chicago leading by 3. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. From deep three-point range, Thomas, no good. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago, leading by 5. Carter outside. Levine passes to Satoransky, and Young kicks to Satoransky. Carter outside from deep, but they get it back. The pass to Young. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. And now a 7-point Chicago lead.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Smith kicks to Beal. Mahimi against Carter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. John Wall's checked in for Washington. Beal from long range. Markkanen pulls it in.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Valentine kicks to Levine. Back to Valentine. 6 to shoot. Beal pulls it in. Beal's got 5 rebounds tonight. Levine against Smith. It's Beal on the wing. Dishes it to Mahimi. Shoots over Markkanen. And another miss by Washington.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Here's Blakeney. He's got 15. Levine with it. He's picked up by Wall. Here's Blakeney. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The drive by Beal. Here's Bertans. The shot's good. Bertans got 5 points in the quarter.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job. But he needs the rest of his team to step up.
And there it is for him. And that's now 21 points for Zach LaVine.
Yeah, what a quarter for him. Firing on all cylinders, putting this team in a good place.
Shot from 16, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Wall's got 11. Chicago leading by 5. Levine kicks to Valentine. Now, here is Young. He has 7. From downtown, and Valentine gets it to go on the assist by Young. 9 points in the game so far.
Further proof that you can't leave anyone in this league that wide open.
Smith finds Wall. Back to Smith. Out to the wing. Left side, Wall. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Smith.
The defense slow to react that time. Smith makes them pay using his quickness.
Chicago calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
The Wizards making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Chris Dunn's checked in for the Bulls. .131 left in the third. He sinks the 11-footer. And the Bulls lead by 8.
You know, this is where Dunn's best, shooting the jumper.
Chris Dunn taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago. And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Now, here's Dunn. He has 6. He dishes it to Young. For Chicago, they have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
Two shots.
And he makes the first.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
The Bulls making a switch here. Porter's checked in, and so Levine nails both of them. And the Wizards with possession, trailing by 10. 55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Wagner. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Markkanen, good. Markkanen's got 10.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Outside, Wall. Beal, the pass to Bertans. Smith outside. Back to Bertans. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Valentine. Here's Dunn. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Wizards trail by 12. Beal drives in. Wagner can't hit.
And the play looked good there for a second, just couldn't finish.
Well, the pass has to be on point. Then the catch and flush just doesn't work out here.
Got it off in time. Missed. And so it's the Chicago Bulls enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All at point with Beal to his side. They're the deadly backcourt pair. Wagner out there with C.J. Miles, and it's Bertans in at center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. From deep, Wall knocks down the 3-ball. Wall's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Washington.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, this is when you need them, late in the game. It's not all about scoring.
And it's good for 2.
And you like to see this from Levine, attacking in the paint with confidence.
Wall against Dunn. Wall passes to Wagner. It's Beal on the wing. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Done. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Beautiful play by Dunn. You see the power, the body control, not to be denied.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops in for Dunn.
We've seen real improvement from Chris Dunn at the free throw line. Used to be his Achilles heel.
And stolen by Dunn. They get a hand on it. Pass to Levine. Shot clock at 6. And a wide open look for Porter. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. A 12-point game. Wall dishes to Beal. Wall attacking. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
No good on that one. Thomas checked in for Bradley Beal. And the second free throw, good. The Bulls leading by 11. Dunn looking over the floor. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Oh, that's great D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
One shot. Mind the lanes.
And that one falls for John Wall. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. On the wing, Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Knocked loose and stolen by Dunn for the finish. And Dunn with the slam. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 12 assists.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Yes, indeed. The D thought they had him, but he still found a way to get it done.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Mahimi's checked in for Washington. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Satoransky's checked in for Zach LaVine. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
And that one falls for Wall. And so Wall nails both of them. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Dunn kicks to Carter. Back to Dunn. Out to Carter. Lets it go from deep. And Wagner pulls it down. Wagner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Thomas finds Miles. Back to Thomas. Pass to Wall. Just 5 on the clock. No good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Out to the wing. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Satoransky, the pass to Markkanen. Here's Porter. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
The first one falls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
There's the dish to Dunn. Shoots over Miles. And again, no good by Chicago. Wizards trail by 9. 11 feet away. That misses off the backboard. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Satoransky. They get it again. Here's Porter. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 3 assists in the game. Satoransky against Wall. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They're leading by 8. Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
Here's Dunn. Teardrop shot. Here's Carter. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Dunn against Thomas. Left side, Wall. Shoots from the baseline. Rebound by the Bulls.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
You look at Lauri Markkanen, he's a 7-foot fluid basketball player. Most European players not known for their athleticism, but his mobility is pretty good for a player his size.
First free throw is good. And Markkanen, still young, he'll look to add strength as his career continues.
And if he does, Kevin, his future is probably at the center position. It's not about bulk. You got to be strong to weather that physicality inside.
Young's checked in for the Bulls. He hits both from the stripe. So it's Chicago now. Here's Carter. And the rejection by Mahinmi. And he's able to get it back. Ball against Dunn. Bucket is good. That's 28 points for John Wall.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Here's Miles. Nice D from Porter. Chicago leading by 8. Dunn kicks to Satoransky. Rebounded by the Wizards. Wagner's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively. I'll tell you, he is scorching the nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Dunn outside. It's good. Dunn's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Knocked away. Wall passes to Wagner. Here is Mahinmi. Dunn covering. The shot's good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Right wing. Carter outside, 18 feet out. Misses off the left iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
It's Thomas outside. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters, they come through in those positions.
Dunn shot's good.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And it's Chicago with the rebound. Carter's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Drawing fouls, something Chris Dunn did a great job of in college. Nice to see him doing it at the pro level.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Levine's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Wizards trail by 6. Beal from long range. And again, Washington with the triple.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Levine finds Young. And Young slams it home.
And you see the pass. Levine improving as a playmaker. learning how to succeed at this level.
It's Beal on the wing. Rebound collected by Levine. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. It's a 5-point game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Free throw good. Porter. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Washington's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. It's Beal on the wing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Zach LaVine. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Beal. Levine with it. Beal with the steal. And there's the pass to Wagner. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Young taking his time here. Four on the clock. Outside Porter for the 3. Good on the triple. And the Bulls lead by 6.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
Got a piece of it, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Washington with the ball. Beal dishes the Wall. Back to Beal. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Zach LaVine. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
This guy is the definition of the word clutch. He has all the trust in the world from his teammates in these kinds of situations.
Done outside. He kicks to Young. 5 to shoot. There's Levine. Chalk up 2 there. Levine's got 6 here in this quarter.
I tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
And to do it in the 4th quarter, you're trying to extend the lead. He's making that happen.
Now here's Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And it's 29 points for Beal.
And that's a nice assist from Wall. Scanning the floor, just looking to find the best shot possible.
Here's Dunn. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
2 shots, gentlemen. Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
first of two, no good, heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Zach LaVine.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
.141 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Miles outside. A rebound by Young. Young's got 7 rebounds in the game. Porter against Miles. They get the rebound. Porter kicks to Carter. Pass to LaVine. 6 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. That's good on the jump shot. LaVine's got 31 points.
If you want to know what Zach LaVine is made of, you just found out.
Right side, Beal. Puts up a 3. It's good from long range.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Chicago calls timeout. They're in front by 3. 1:06 left in the fourth. .106 left in the fourth quarter. Young. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
It's Beal on the wing. Pass to Wagner. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Down low, here's Young. At the tip, LaVine on the follow. And now it's an 8-point Bulls lead.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
Yes, and you're watching. Even this late in the game, they're still making plays. You got to love watching it.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And here are the Wizards now. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Got a hand on it. And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 9.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 9. 20 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a dejected group of guys. I mean, they've got a lot of pride, and just hadn't happened for them here tonight.
The most important thing to remember, it's not over, but they have to step up on both ends to have a chance.
And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, Rule head to the line for 2. He's perfect from the line this time.
Wow, stepping up in the clutch. Great way to end this.
Smith against Satoransky. Smith the pass to Beal. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.